Please remember to like and subscribe, and tell your friends about me. How many of y'all have a 4.0 GPA? Now, there are probably two camps of y'all. One camp is probably like, oh, me, you know. The other camp is like, let's not talk about that. And what I'm here to tell y'all today is it doesn't matter. Now, before, people, pull out their pitchforks and go crazy and say, what is he telling these folks? Why is he telling them it doesn't matter? Let me qualify that statement. I am not saying that you shouldn't work for a 4.0. If you go out there and you're putting in the effort, you're putting in that work, and you get a 4.0, more power to you. That's what's up. But you do have to remember that we are all just human beings and we all have lives outside of school. And I could go into a bunch of stories, tangents about why I'm saying this, but I won't. I'll try to stay focused and keep this video short. Now, a lot of people aren't just in school, right? You're in school, you're working. You have other things that you're trying to do, right? You have family responsibilities. You have all types of other crazy things going on sometimes. And then on top of that, you need time to relax as a human being and to unwind. Otherwise, you'll lose it, right? So while it is important to focus and make sure that you put that energy in to get that GPA, it's not everything. And honestly, when I go to conferences and I talk at schools, I see students and a lot of them say, I know my GPA is not the highest, but, please still consider me. And I'm like, man, I feel you, because my GPA wasn't the highest when I was in school, right? I killed it in high school. I did my thing, got to college and started off civil engineering, wasn't really feeling it too much, didn't put the effort in that I really should have put in. And I just had a lot of stuff going on. When I finally switched my junior year to this major, I already had, a lot of those classes there that were affecting my GPA. But also, when I started taking these new classes, I still really just focused on the classes I was really excited about. Because like I said, I'm a person too. I have other things on my mind, So I started off and I actually was, killing my programming classes, doing all of that, did well. Went to a NSBE conference. This was while I was still civil engineering. Went to a NSBE conference. Or no, that's right after I switched. Went to a NSBE conference and I told this guy, hey, I'm interested in the role. He said, are you open to relocating? With a GPA like that, you better be. And I sunned him real quick. I told him, actually, since I switched to this major, I've had a 4.0. But I'd only taken like 2 classes, 3 classes, but whatever. He ain't even know that yet. So anyway, the point is, by the time I finished college, even my computer science, and engineering GPA wasn't a 4.0, right? But the thing is, I did something that is critical that a lot of people forget about, and that was network. I say this all the time. A lot of people will say, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's not accurate, at least not in this profession, right? But what is accurate is that who you know will get you the interview, what you know will get you the job. So while you should still work hard, you should still grind it out, you should also make sure that you network so that you have that opportunity. Because a lot of people, even though we just, established that not everybody has a 4.0, right? And that's okay. There are, even if you do have a 4.0, there are a good amount of people that do, right? That's not enough. That's not enough to differentiate you from everybody else, right? It's like, okay, I'm looking through the resumes and I see 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. Who's more qualified? No idea. I'm also looking for other things. I'm looking for your side projects, right? Like I'm looking to see that passion. I don't just care that you can do well in school, right? In this controlled environment. I want to see the passion. I want to see that you can work with others. I want to see that you really just go out there and you're working on projects on the side and things like that. So even if your GPA is not the hottest, just make sure that you're networking, you're taking advantage of your resources and you're working on a side project when you can. Because if your GPA is like a 2.5 or whatever, right? But you've made some crazy app, you can probably code, right? If you did it yourself, even if your GPA is not the hottest, you can probably code. And if you worked in a group and you worked with folks and you made this and your GPA is not that high, you can probably still do the job I'm trying to hire you for, right? So just make sure that, yes, you work hard. Yes, you try to get a good GPA, but understand that it's not everything and that there are other things that are perhaps more important. And those things are networking and whatever else it was that I just said that I don't remember right now. Let's go. We're not going to make this an outtake. Networking and I don't know. I guess we are going to make this an outtake. But whatever other thing I said, remember that. Peace. Ooh, I got it. Networking and working on side projects. Boom.